Alright, so I did my loops around the city before I started the battle gates. Mainly just so I can get, you know what, at last. Ultimate weapon. I think to this day I've had every Keyblade except for one, and that was in Birth by Sleep. I think that was that ice cream Keyblade. That was almost like another journey and a half to do. But that's in the past. What matters now is the Keyblade that I got. Where are you? Oh, definitely you. And you come out max already. That's great. I do like the colors on this one. It's not the usual yellow with the light blue, and white is just red and I want to say silver. Oh, it's definitely like the color. Who to replace? That's the question. I guess Starlight. Oh, but I like nah. Yeah, okay. What do we got? Teleport. Oof, that's new. I think. Infinity Circle, one shot lock. Form change. Ultimate hover. Okay. I just want to see what this looks like. In a garage, and I'm not allowed to see stuff. Alright, you win. We'll go into town. But I better... I'm not even too sure what this does look like. I think I've seen videos where it's... If I'm correct... It has multiple swords. You know what? It's exactly what the bad guys do. Sora has his own blade manipulation, sword manipulation.
Yeah.
I do like it. It's very fancy.
You better stay downtown. You could get lost.
Right. Could get lost, might get lost. Okay, main thing to do. Find something to hit with this Keyblade. The only thing was, since coming to this world, I didn't really search for the battle gates. So I'm not too sure where these ones are. Just kind of hoping for one to be right in front of me. Which, if I'm lucky, I think I do see one. Oh, perfect. That just worked out like
stay downtown.
raisins.
You could get lost.
Yep. Nope. There it is. Alright, let's see how this goes. I'm expecting good things. This is like the closest thing that I have to like a cool looking Keyblade that turns into something cool, hopefully. Alright, first things first. Yikes, that's a mob. Whoa.
It's over.
Jesus, that is way too crazy. Okay, hang on, let me do that again. It takes a lot of focus, I think, but damn, that is a nice shot. Damage is crazy as well.
Here we go.
Ultimate form. If I'm assuming it's something cool, but I can't see because your shoulders are so big. Oh, okay, calm down. Jeez. Oh, wow. Really? Yin yang cufflinks now? Just give him the tie. You want to give him a tie. Okay. If I had two other hands, they would be giving thumbs up to this Keyblade, because damn, that is crazy. I like that. It's very nice. All the effort put into it, I'm actually happy about that. It's just, it looked like it turned into a sword.
Oh boy, let's go!
At least that's what it looked like from the distance. Like, I want to say a rainbow-looking sword, but I could be wrong. Hang on. I don't know. I do know. I think there's still one more battle gate here. I did take a look at a list just to see how many there were, and I did see that there's one. Well, there's two, I think, here. The question is, where is the last one? I'm not sure, but I really hope it's nothing only in day or only in night scenario. I don't think so. It's anything like the Trinity emblems. I had access to both. Well, mostly both. Not a whole time. Okay. Just see if I can climb to the highest point and maybe just fly around and see if I get lucky. Okay, this is, don't know if that's the highest point, but oh wow, look at that. Sir, I am not interested. Ah, oh, you mooks. Gotta make me fight. Alright, now let's see what it looks like.
Are you ready, Sora?
It's a rainbow sword. Damn, that is very nuts. Hang on, let's see what the finisher looks like.
It's over!
So he makes his own Keyblade Graveyard. Yeah, I like this. I like this one a lot. Now it's a matter of... I'm trying to think of like what would other Keyblades look like the past ones. Oath Keeper, because I know Oath Keeper's coming back in a DLC. But I wonder... Metal Chocobo. Do you think it would turn into the Buster Sword? Or do you think it'd just be like a... something gimmicky, like an actual Chocobo, a metal Chocobo would show up? Not sure. Yeah, oh, look at that work. Oh, and that's the block. Okay, come on, hit me. Okay, counter. And then everyone gets finished. If the answer was sit back and watch, you were correct. Oh yeah, now I'm getting all the crystals here. Hey, wait, no, hang on. I'm getting a lot of crystals here. Oh, hang on. Are you my wellspring? Yep. Oh yeah, this is looking like a wellspring place to farm. Definitely. Oh, what a surprise. Where's the bloody tie? Just end it now. Give me the tie. Okay. All in all, not bad. I think I'm coming to the end though. I think all that's really left to do is just two more things. And I believe the last two are just, well, in the last place. Alright, if that's the case, gonna just teleport over. Oh, this is it, I guess. I think I found the last two. Surprisingly, they are very close. Okay, I think this is the next one. So what's your story? I did check out the other one and it said something about fighting alone, so that might be an interesting fight. This one, maybe you have to fight the army again. Oh, no, just fight a giant T-Rex. That's not a problem. Hey, that's a moon. Okay, well, you know what? I'm trying to remember where I fought this T-Rex. Oh wait, San Francisco, Big Hero 6 place. Right. Okay. For some reason, my head was just leaning to dream drop distance for some reason. I really wanted to see my T-Rex again. It's not meant to be. I will say though, this Keyblade, so much bullshit happening, I love it. It's just nonsense. So damn strong. I'm just saying, they gotta just keep making more Keyblades that are just kind of like this. You know, not Disney themed are okay, but when they're not following Disney stuff, they make some cool stuff. Ah, jeez. This is just nothing. This whole Battlegate is just cufflinks and reports. I'm expecting a tie. I really am expecting a tie, or he's gonna get a suit. Congrats, Sora. You've entered the world of adults. Here's your suit. You have an interview with Darkness at 5 o'clock.
Oh boy, let's go!
Alright, to be fair, maybe these cufflinks are banana good. Of course, they're cufflinks. Why would they be rings? That makes no sense. Huh. Or maybe all the sense. Where are they? Oh. Just blended in so well that I just didn't see them. It's just... it's not great. I mean, I guess if you're making a mage build, that would be fine. I guess the benefit would be, well, the AP and the passives, but I'm pretty happy with what I have here. I mean, it's no power special passive, but it works for me. It's the easy man stuff. You just put stuff up till numbers go up, that's good news. Passives, always good. Don't read them, just have all of them. Assume they all do good. If none of them say bad, you're doing good. Speaking of that, with a non-related problem. Hello? Last one? Alright, so 3 stars. I don't suppose it's the Sephiroth fight that I've been accustomed to for the last 2 games. Secretly just being brought in. Nope, just new guy. That guy.
Back off! Over here! Yeah!
He looks cool.
Yeah!
Sort of.
Try this!
I mean, maybe when he attacks, I'll see something. Yeah, there you go. 1 hit.
Back at you! Yeah! Go! It's over!
I mean, don't get me wrong, he's cool for a Heartless, I guess, but
See ya!
not exactly I don't feel the fear. Oh, he's glowing purple.
Got him. Yeah.
Okay, well, maybe he's got different phases. Plus, to be fair, I am using ultimate weapons, so this is kinda...
It's over.
not really a fight, more of an execution. Oh. Oh, there he goes, he did something.
Heal.
Oh, that is some bullshit. That's just... oh, nice flurry, nice flurry.
Yeah. Back at you. Got him. Yeah.
Yay, whoa.
Back at you. Here we go.
Okay, you know, he might be more of a challenge on critical. If he attacks like how he's doing right now, and hits are like all one hit, then sure.
Heal.
Ooh, hello.
Yeah.
Let's hang off on rage mode just yet. That might be... that might put me in a bad situation on purpose.
It's over.
But it's so rare that I get a fight in that mode.
There. So long.
Better not bite me in the ass. God. Gotta stop doing that. Oh, hello. I mean, I got a challenge now. I had a challenge. I kind of wanted to pull off the special. Although this is new. Crystal Regalia. That just reminds me of 15. Finger smack. Okay, well, that's neat, I guess. I don't know, I'll be honest, I kind of just smashed the attack to just kind of win that fight, it felt.
So much has happened here.
Alright, I think that's all of it now. I did test out the... well, I just put it on right now. I mean, it gives me an MP Hastaga, so that's good. Worked so hard to get it right now, but I think I'm done. At least to what I think. The only thing I really haven't done is just find all the treasures, but I doubt anything grand will happen if I find the last, what, 40? Well, I have all the secret reports. Did say I was going to read it. Recollections. Am I alive? I awake in a cell, alone until the researchers come with their tests and their prodding to uncover my identity. I have no answers to offer them, 4 friends, and a key. That is the sum total of my memory. I cannot even recall my name. I was simply called X. There. My only solace was the time I spent talking with the 2 boys who would visit from time to time. One day a man came to take me from the prison. I could not see him for the darkness, save that the wore an eye patch. Even now, years on, I feel no closer to understanding who or what I am. May my heart be my guiding key. Unknown. Okay, so eye patch dude's involved, and 2 boys could be Sora, Riku, clones of those 2, or something related to those 2. Mark of Mastery Journal. Some days have passed since I set off on my journey to prepare for the Mark of Mastery examination. Ericus asked for leave to undertake the same pilgrimage, but apparently I am to be the first to tour the worlds written of in the old fairy tales until a few short years masters I've known only for my own world, a speck of land surrounded by sea, but how I dreamed of yearned for the world beyond, and granted guidance from the future, I left that mess behind. As I treaded the path to my master's side, I came in contact with darkness in many forms. I knew even then, as by instincts, terrifying as its powers was, it could be harnessed, mastered. Veracus is a blue blood, descended from the very first masters in the age of fairy tales, but I did not come this far to indulge in adultation. I will be his peer, his equal, and to do that I must learn to wield the power of both the darkness, light, and proper balance. Xehanort. Okay, so this might be about Xehanort. There was a subject X, Excerpt 1. Subject was found in a central square shortly after dawn. Female, approximately 15 years old. After 7 days observation, she spoke her first words, but could not provide a name. Subject exhibits signs of profound amnesia and displays concerns about which world this is. Her words suggest that she departed her home world with others, though she cannot recall the name of her erstwhile companions. All efforts to explore those memories have met with rejection response. After his initial experiments on me, Anson the Wise ceased his research into the heart. His hands stayed by some fear I cannot fathom, yet this new subject is like me, devoid of memories. She is the perfect sample upon which to continue my master's work. She, too, can benefit from it. By traversing the heart, we have a direct path into memory. I myself have begun to reclaim my lost past thanks to these experiments. Who is she? Whence has she come? They are questions no scientist could ignore, and the words she'd mutter, may your heart be a guiding key. Xehanort. Okay, yeah, what's his name? Axel and the blue-haired guy mentioned something about this girl, although I don't remember what she is, if anything. Subject's memories could have not returned, and our conversation remained less than lucid. What fragments can be gleaned evoked a beyond world, like one out of fairy tales, and improbable as it seems, the question may not be where she has come from, but when. If she truly has crossed through time, the prospect of probing her heart is all more compelling. My pilot studies have a handful of subjects, but none possess the fortitude to endure them. Ultimately, all suffered mental collapse. I knew it would be a very heavy blow to lose a subject as unique as she. Upon discovering the tests I've been conducting, my master demanded that I cease my work immediately and destroy what research I had compiled. Worse still, he ordered the release of my remaining subject. She is gone. Where is Subject X now? Have wise Master Ansem hidden her away? Whatever the case, I will not be deterred. I will take her place as my first subject in the grand experiment to come. Xehanort. Okay, so new girl. The castle was a wonderland to us children. Within its walls, Ansem the Wise conducted his research, and the fruits it bore allowed everyone outside to live in peace and happiness. That alone was enough to stroke our interest, though not all of the rumors that escaped its walls were so benevolent. By night, the muffled sounds of human wails emerged. That was talk of dangerous humans' experimentations. Lee and I couldn't help but hatch a plot to steal inside to sate our curiosity. The two who stood guard at the gates researchers themselves, though you wouldn't think it to see them, massive and barrel-chested as they were, and slipping past the duo was only the first hurdle. It proved one not so easily cleared. We were found and tossed out on our ears time and time again. On the day we finally secured our entry, we descended the long spiral stair at the heart of the castle to find a dark space below it. Lined with cages, there wasn't light enough to see if they were inhabited, and we were in no position to call out to any occupants within. Yet, we could feel it, a definite presence there in black. Terror washed over us, and we immediately regretted coming. But just as we turned to flee, we heard the faintest of voices. The urge to run was nigh overpowering, but someone or something beckoned to us on. There, framed in the tenuous silver light, we found her. Cyx. Okay, so these reports seem to be about this girl. Can't even tell you if I know her. Might be from a spin-off. It was too dim to make out her features. We spoke to her in hushed whispers. Who was she? Why was she in prison here? She had no answers for us, had no memories at all. She was an enigma, but I knew I wanted to help her. And so we continued our infiltrations. Most of them stopped short by the castle gates. When we did manage our way inside, we spoke with her. That was all the comfort two children like us could offer, but Lee had other ideas. He was determined to free her. We slipped into the castle that day, knowing only that we wanted with all our hearts to save her. But we did not find her inside on that day, or the next, or any of the subsequent visits. Had she been moved? Had we simply imagined her? Lee and I knew there was only one way to be certain. And so we stand before the castle gates today, not as trespassing children, but in order to become Aston Wise' newest apprentice. Okay. Following my erasure of my recompletion as human, I did not awaken right away. Perhaps the damage was exceptionally grave. Even after waking, I remained in bed, pondering my next course of action. In my work on the replica program for the organization, I produced some 20 vessels. Most of them, the early results were failures. None of them granted a number. The first success to emerge from that early lot was the Riku replica. Subsequently, Zion, number 1, was essentially indistinguished from a natural human, though she became unstable due to the influence of others. Using those two as my foundation, I worked to construct a number of nigh perfect replicas. But just as they neared completion, my efforts were cut short. I suspect Xehanort aims to use both the initial lot as well as the unused replica for my later work. I rose today and decided to walk on out to the square, my first outing in some time, yet my stroll was interrupted, and a surprising visitor appeared with an unexpected offer. Though younger than me, he'd risen to become Zenma's right hand. I accepted his terms and became a nobody once more. Easier to gain access to the old replica program that way. Whatever it takes to atone. Okay. So he's trying to be a good boy. Xehanort seeks to gather 12 vessels, which together with his true, actual self, he considers the real Organization 13. Now that he has the number he needs, Demix and I are being treated as reserves. Ha. Several others who have served Zenmas in the old organization have followed the same course as mine, electing to abandon their newly restored humanity and rejoin the real organization as nobodies, but not Zenmas. Zenmas cannot exist in the present because there is already a Xehanort here, the old man in charge. The old man's humanity prevents his heartless and nobody other vanquished in the past and his younger self from being denizens of this time. To circumvent this, Xehanort is using the prototype replica I created in the past as containers, plucking his other cells' hearts from the time they existed. Xehanort ordered me to refine the prototype to make them closer still to the real thing, perfecting my creations so they may house true flesh and blood. Human suits my own purpose as well. All that remains from my atonement is to devise a way to pass on as many vessels as I can to those who truly deserve them. Okay, so basically he's just trying to redeem himself. I have pored over the data my master entrusted to Riku. Here I offer my preliminary conclusion. Within Sora's heart there are 3 compartmentalized boxes, each containing the heart of another. One box holds Roxas, another holds a second heart that has been with Sora nearly as long. The third has held its heart for much longer. These hearts have melded with Sora's and no longer have voices of their own. Any attempt to mechanically extract them can prove as dire for Sora as what caused him to become a heartless in the first place. First, a vessel for each heart must be readied, then a spark of some sort is required to induce its waking. Obviously, the ideal solution is to restore each heart to its own body, but whatever the case for the 2 unknown individuals, Roxas possesses no such thing. The same is true for Namine, who we believe resides in Kyrie's heart. Still, if alternate bodies can be secured for them, all their hearts require is the awakenings that spark. People they cared for and who cared for them, who can show them the way home. Completed and perfect digitalize of the heart is impossible. We can only hope to partially reconstruct it. Thus I see no way but to extract the hearts we so desperately directly from within Sora. Fortunately, the data stored in Twilight Town contains a near-perfect record of the memories of those who lived there. And for Roxas and Namine especially, this is crucial. Alright, so that was pretty much the whole Sora's a Heart Hotel. As for how to contain their hearts, the only conceived option is the replicas. But if we transfer in the digital memories from the Twilight Town archive, the replicas should be able to reconstruct each individual's human's appearance to near perfect results. Then their hearts need only the right spark to wake them, so they may find their way out of Sora and Kyrie and into those newly made bodies. The replica problem was truly revolutionary, but it was incomplete at the time of the old organization's dissolution. Even Evan, how are we to further the research? We need at least 3 replicas, one for Roxas, one for Namine, and one for the unknown stowaway within Sora's heart. And Zion's just treated like crap here. These are difficult quandaries, but as I worked through my master's data, I found myself remembering the taste of ice cream. When I was a boy, he would bring me some and we'd walk together. There will be a time to regret my betrayal later, but for now my focus must be restoring Roxas and Namine and proving my master has good intentions. Okay, so nothing new there. I'm more curious about Mystery Girl. I have seen it through the Keyblade Ward and found it exactly as written on the lost page. Now, the Keyblade and Master entrusted to me must be bequeathed to another. 5 union leaders have been chosen, and for the surviving dandelions, I will pass the Keyblade to one of them, and then continue watching the future unfold. Yet it seems that someone has pulled the old switcheroo. One of the 5 is an imposter, someone the Master did not choose. They represent a virus in the program, so he carefully wrote. The virus has begun to spread, undertaking a reckless plot to allow the 5 to escape into another world line. Surely such a thing can't be possible. We're talking about the same trick that allowed the dandelions to transfer to another world lines after the Keyblade War. But these children are no masters. They haven't the means, unless of course a certain lady of magic summoned here from a future knows more than I do. The whole union leader thing was supposed to be by the books. Are these new events just another phase in the Master's grand plan? Unknown. Okay, so this is new stuff. So those 5 guys, one might not be legit. So more secrets upon secrets. Even on a world line with no Keyblade War, peace is but a dream. It is an absence of us and our master. A darkness arrived, one that should surely lead the world to yet another demise. Amid the chaos, I bequeathed my Keyblade to one of the Union leaders, but just as the master instructed, I watched as the 5 were sent to another world line, as no small cost ensuring the line of Keyblade wielders will live on. And now, Keybladeless, I must depart this land to fulfill my final task. That means casting my own body aside and sojourning my heart into a vessel after vessel, as many as it takes. I will continue gazing upon each passing era, one unto the next. In time, be it years or decades, centuries or millennia, I will meet the 5 once more. Somewhere in this cynical history of bequeathing, a chosen one will appear and reenact the Keyblade War. When this scapegoat arrives and takes my Keyblade in hand, that will be the time to take the stage and finish my role. The Lost Masters will awaken. Okay, so that's pretty much Zigbeat. Eye Patch Guy. Okay, and the last one. It seems this name will be my last. The lives I have lived over the ages continue to could fill volumes, but for now I must focus on what matters most. The Keyblade has been successfully passed down generations to generation, and it seems a Keyblade master devoted to the darkness may finally arise. Until now, I have watched over the course of events from the distance. Perhaps the time has come to intervene. I need only play the role of a fool, delirious of the Keyblade's power. I will don the mask of his ally in order to keep watch over my Keyblade from close by. The gazing eye, a Keyblade forged from the eye of the Master of Masters. He passed it to me, and as I have to others, and though it can see the future, all that will ever come to pass, spanning the ages in body after body, life after life, my task has been to keep vigil over the eye as it passes from hand to hand. It has been a long time, longer than I can express. But now at last the Keyblade War has begun, and Kingdom Hearts will open, a true, complete Kingdom Hearts. Born of the clash between darkness and light, I will soon be reunited with my old companions, and in that moment, my long vigil will reach its end. He will return. Unknown. Okay. So I guess that's information for the next game. Apparently, the Master of Masters will return. And could be that guy that I saw in that secret movie. I mean, the Master of Masters is kind of silly. So, it might be him. Although I'm curious now more about this girl, this unknown girl that Axel and Syx apparently knew and was a big deal that I didn't know till now. Unless she's someone from a different game that I don't know, I don't know. More hidden stuff given to people that I did not expect to have bigger roles, apparently. Okay, so yeah. So, what we got? We got Missing Girl. Apparently, the Master's Apprentice were living in different world lines, so more time travel bullshit's gonna be involved, so that's always great. And what was the other thing that I'm trying to remember? Just bloody Reddit. Okay, yeah. Apparently there's the lingering evil of one of the 5. Apparently someone wasn't supposed to be one of them. One of these things aren't like the other kind of scenario. So then who would be the odd one? Unless it's already been known, because it could be... You know what? Everyone's someone, and everyone has a clone of someone. Either way, that's for another game. Overall, I think I'm finally done. Until that DLC comes out, which probably adds a lot more stuff for the next game, and probably more secrets upon secrets or clones of Sora's real daddy showing up, who's actually himself. Either way, that's a confusing plot for another time. Gotta say though, it was a fun game. Kinda let down with the secret bosses though. I'm hoping the DLC kinda fills that role. But still, I had fun. But I can definitely say I am officially Kingdom Hearts outed, at least for now. I don't think I have any other reason to play for all the Kingdom Hearts games again other than doing Critical, and I think I can leave that for another time. Maybe when Kingdom Hearts 4 comes out and I want to feel nostalgic about the plot, I'll go through them all again on Critical. Or if there's enough demand from people, but I'm pretty sure nobody wants to see me do that. Either way, on to my next game. I don't know what it'd be. Probably another RPG, or maybe something shorter. Either way, I'm done.